Hello everyone, myself Koel Datta. In this video, we are going to design a project of foundation design of a building model. We are going to design a mat footing for a building. In this, we are going to take the parameters obtained from the tall building design course from the previous project. So, from the ETABS software, tall building design, first of all, we have to know the dimensions of each column. For that, let's go to Model Explorer, then to Model, expand the structural objects, then expand Story 1, then expand the column. Here, column 1 to column 16 are listed. Double click on each column to know the dimensions. For an example, let's take the column 1. Here we can see that the dimension of this column is 500 mm by 500 mm. Okay. These 16 columns, that is from C1 to C16, there are mainly two types of dimension, 500 by 500 and 600 by 600. Now, also we need to know the materials of these columns. For that, let's go to Define, Section Properties, Frame Section, C 500 by 500, Modify, Show Properties. The material is M40. Now for column 600 by 600, click on this column and then Modify, Show Property. Material is M40. This is the plan of the building for which you have to design a mat footing. There are 16 columns which is 6 meter apart in both X and Y direction, as column C1 to C16 are shown. The safe bearing capacity of soil is 300 kilonewton per meter square and the allowable settlement is 1 centimeter. And the data obtained from the ETABS software is for column, there's given the dimension, the dead load and the live load with the material properties. Okay, from column C1, the dimension is 500 by 500, the dead load is 1850, live load is 797.6, material used is M40 and HYSD 500. Similarly, for other columns, the dimension, dead load, live load and the materials are all given. Now, the subgrade modulus. Subgrade modulus can be calculated by dividing the safe bearing capacity of soil by the allowable settlement. As you can see from earlier that the safe bearing capacity of soil is given 300 kilonewton per meter square and the allowable settlement is 1 centimeter. From there we can calculate the subgrade modulus, that is 3 into 10 to the power 4 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay. Now, the base slab of the building is 18 meter in X and Y direction both. So, the strip width is calculated as the 0.25 into 18 meter, which is comes out to be 4.5 meter. But we are going to use 4 meter. Okay. So, this is the footing size. This plan shown is the plan of the building. The mat footing will be extended on all sides covering the corner columns. Let us design a footing which is extended 2 meter to all sides of the building plan. Then the actual length and breadth is 22 meter. Now, this is a SAFE software. From the file menu, I have already selected the new model option. After that, a new window opened, which is this one, the new model initialization. Here we have to give the design code IS 456-2000. Unit currently is in US. We have to change it to metric. So click on modify show. Click on metric default and then click on OK. Okay, after that, the design preferences. Click on modify/show. The minimum cover slab. Here, the clear cover top in mm must be 50 and the clear cover bottom in mm is also 50 and the preferred bar size will be 22 mm. Now click on OK and then click on grid only. You first draw slab of the building plan and then extend equally to all sides to make the footing. The building slab is 18 by 18 meter dimension. Note that you will draw the building slab of 18 meter by 18 meter dimension with the grid. You will then extend it for the mat footing slab later. Thus, using 1 meter space grid lines, you will need 19 grid lines in both x and y direction. So, in number of grid lines, x direction, it must be 19. Grid spacing for x direction is 1 and for y direction is also 1. Now click on OK. Grid of 18 meter by 18 meter dimension is formed. Now you will define the properties. For that, let's go to define materials, add new materials. Material name is M40. Material type is concrete. Weight per unit volume 25. click on OK. Again, add new material. Material name is $500. Material type rebar. Weight per unit volume 77. Modulus of elasticity 2. 0.000. Fy 500 and Fu 545. Then click on OK. Both materials is added. So click on OK again. Now you will define the elements with these materials. Define slab properties. Add new property for mat footing. We will use the same material for the footing as the column. So property name is mat footing. Slab material M40. Type mat. Thickness 500 mm. Then click on OK. Footing property is defined, so click on OK again. Now the column properties. Let's go to define column properties. Although there are 16 columns, but they are of only 2 types, so define only 2 column properties. So add new property. Property name column 500 by 500. Material M40. Parallel to 2 axis is 500. 500. Then click on OK. Again click on add new property. Property name is column 600 by 600. Material M40. 600 by 600. OK. Then click on OK and click on OK again. Now define soil subgrade properties. Select soil 1, modify show property. Subgrade modulus 3e plus 04. Click on OK. Then OK again. Then again for load patterns, load cases, let's go to define load patterns. Dead load, live load is already there. So click on OK. Let's go to define again. Select load cases. These are in linear static. So click on OK. And then for load combination, let's go to define load combination, add new combo. live load 1.5, click on ultimate, then click on OK. Then again click on add new combo, dead load 1, live 1, click on these 3, click on OK. Let's see, check whether it is done correctly or not. Yes, it is done correctly, so OK. This one is also done correctly, so click on OK. So click on OK again. All required properties are defined. Now let's proceed to the drawing elements. Draw slab/areas. Check that mat footing property is chosen. Okay. Now once the slab is drawn, close the box and press skip. This is the slab of the building plan dimension. Now extend this slab by 2 meters to each side. So click once inside the area to select it. See whether the area is selected or not from here. Then go to edit, edit area, expand or shrink area, type 2000 mm and then click on OK. Now the slab is being extended by 2 meters on all sides. This is the actual area of the footing. Now we place column on footing. Let's draw the column. Go to draw column. Let's change the property below to none and property above to column 500 by 500. Height below 0 and height above as 2 meters. Now the column 500 by 500 property is for all the column except column 6, column 7, column 10 and column 11. So place this column in the position except these 4 columns. C1, C2, Now change the property above to column 600 by 600 and then place this column. Column 6, column 7, column 10, column 11. Then click on Escape. Now draw the design strips in footing. For that, go to Draw, Draw Design Strip, Start Strip, start with length left taken as 4, 4, for strip layer A, then right click on outside, now change to strip layer to B. Right click on outside, then press Escape. All the elements of the footing model is drawn. Now click on the footing area to select it. See whether the area is selected or not from here. Then go to Assign, Support Data, Soil Properties, select Soil 1, then click on OK. Soil property beneath the footing is assigned. Individually apply the dead and live load on each point of the column. Select the first point of column 1. assign load data, point load, keep it as dead, one 850 kilonewton. X dimension is 500, Y dimension is 500, and then click on OK. Again select point of C1, assign load data, point load, change it to live, give the value as 797.6 kilonewton. This value remains same, and then click on OK. Now select C2, assign dead, Now apply load on the column of dimension 600 by 600. So select the column 6. Here we have to change the dimension as it is a column of 600 mm by 600 mm. So change this to 600 and also the y dimension to 600. Okay, then click on OK. Now give the live load to this column 6. Click on this, assign load data, point load, change it to live, change the value to 2797.4. Dimension is 600 by 600, so click on OK. Now do the similar to the other 3 column, that is column 7, column 10 and column 11. Now you can right click on any point on the column to check the dead load and live load along with the size. For example, let's right click on column 1 and then go to load. We can see the dead load is 1850 kilonewton and the live load is 797.6 kilonewton. Okay. The similar way we can check all the dead load and live load from column 1 to column 16. Okay, we have checked all the 16 columns. So all loads are assigned. Now assign the rebar material into the footing and the strip. Right click on the footing area. Then click on design, then change the rebar material to HYSD 500, then click on OK and then click on OK again. You need not assign the rebar material on the column as it is already assigned with respect to the rebar material of the footing. Now right click on rebar strip one by one. Now click on and then change the rebar material to HYSD 500 and then click on OK and then click on OK again. Do this similar thing to all the strip. OK. Now run analysis on the model. For that, click on Run, then click on Run Analysis. Save the file with a suitable name. Named as Final Project Mat Footing. OK. Then save. Once the analysis completed, the displacement values of different slab region are displayed. Now click on Run, then Run Analysis and Design. After that, click on Display, Show Punching Shear Design. Here the punching shear ratio is most of the point is greater than 1. The objective is to make all these values less than 1. For that, first of all, you have to unlock the model. Here is written, unlocking model will delete analysis and design result. OK to delete. So click on OK. OK, so the model is unlocked. Now click on Define, Slab Properties, Modify/Show Property, increase the thickness to 900 mm. Click on OK, then click on OK again. Now again for the analysis, click on Run and then Run Analysis and Design. OK. Now again click on Display, Show Punching Shear Design. All values are still not less than 1. So again we have to unlock the model, click on OK, go to Define, go to Slab Properties, then click on Modify/Show Property, change the thickness to 1200 mm, 1200 mm, then click on OK, then click on OK again. Now click on Run, then Run Analysis and Design. Now go to Display, Show Punching Shear Design. Now we can see that all the values are less than 1. So now go to Set Display option, tick on the Extrude View and then click on OK. Then click on 3D view. This is the 3D view of the footing model. Now click on the plan view and unmark the extrude view option by clicking set display option, untick the extrude view and then click on OK.